Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Going live as we speak. Good to go? My man. Check, check, check. Wednesday live time. Flash to see ya. So, here. Yo, yo, yo. There you go.
What's good, brother?
It's good. Pimpin', how you been? Are you getting tall on Wednesdays, bro? Pause.
yeah,
Right there,
no. I've been doing the yoga, man. Maybe it's starting to finally pay off. I don't know.
all right, all right. It's the little things. The little things that count. Little things that count. But yeah, man, as
Indeed.
always, happy Wednesday, broski. Happy Wednesday.
Yes,
How's your
sir.
how's the week though? It was weather was hot, man. How's the week though?
Yeah, weather was definitely hot. The week started off pretty calm. You know what I mean? Some funny incidents here and there we'll get into for sure. But it started off pretty calm, man. How about you?
It's pretty calm as well. It's an eerie kind of calm though. Like a lot of people kind of starting the summer vacations. You know what I mean? School's out as far as the kids. So some places you're just used to being crowded. It ain't, and you just kind of catch up to it. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, week been solid, man. Can't complain. Can't complain.
That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, all right. I see we got a couple people in here. What's up, Sylvia, SKL,
SK,
in here
baby,
early. We
appreciate
got
it.
we got Hossein in here. What's going on, man? Appreciate y'all joining so early. We're gonna have a good show for y'all, man. Just getting things started real early. The heat is definitely no joke, and it's to the point, man, where when I'm outside, I get concerned about those who are like just outside and shit just ain't changing for them no time soon. Cause that makes me feel very very bad inside, man.
I can't deal. Like I'm a little bougie as far as heat, because I'm a little dark. I'm darker than some. Not the darkest, but darker than some. So I stay out the heat. It's just not my thing. I won't hold you. I'm not big on beaches. You know what I'm saying? But Tanya, welcome to the show as always. I can't. I'm very. The house is cool. Go to the car. The car is cool. Go to the office. The office is cool. Then it's in reverse. Back to the cool car. Back to the house, all that outside heat shit. I always try to avoid it at a maximum. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
Yeah.
I be hating when I'm on just on the local for the highway, people outside selling the waters and stuff. I'm like, I don't know how long you been out here, brother. You know what I'm saying? But keep hustling, baby. Keep hustling. I appreciate it.
yeah,
Um,
that's for sure, man. So is that heat where when you walk past a store and it's cold, you kind of
mm,
stop because you can feel that
feel the
breeze come
breeze.
through and
Feel the
shit.
breeze,
Yeah,
man.
like it's that kind of heat out there, man, for real.
Facts. That's a fact.
Mm-mm-mm.
You gotta do the right thing ish. So
Hell yeah.
to get the ice
Uh,
cube. What's
that's a
before
fact.
we move on? With the heat in the crib, man. Let me know. Do you have you got the air conditioners or you got the the thermostat joint?
I got the air conditioners, man. You know what I'm saying? I have not upgraded to that point yet.
Yeah, I'm not
You
there.
know what I'm
I'm not there.
saying?
I'm not there neither, man. But
Yeah.
how's like people? The family looks at me like a Scrooge. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like the dad is. You know what I mean? And everybody hates Chris. You know what I'm saying? It's like what I mean? Like, hey, turn that light out. Hey, man, you don't need to be that cold in AC. Like or just take a cold shower or something. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to cool them down. You know what I mean? But they ain't listening, man. Now I feel like the old dad now. They got me feeling crazy.
Yeah. No, yeah, for me, man, it's cool until the bill comes. Then I'm like raising hell. Like, yeah, y'all need to go out the house more. Like, maybe y'all need to take a walk. Go see a movie, go to a museum or something. Cause y'all just in here burning up electricity while I'm going to work. You know what I mean? Like,
You know what I'm saying? Like
it's nuts.
they don't be putting the thermostat up a little bit before we go. Just like, yo, man, just gonna let it be on 68 all day. 68 while we ain't here.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
man, she
man.
gonna kill me. Love you, babe.
Yeah. It's that time of year, man. It's that time of year where you either just work a little harder, you just put that AC money to the side, that electric bill money to the side, or
Mhm.
you just that tyrant right now, and everybody got the hot ass fan blowing on them, and you just like military dad. So pick your poison.
Or I think it's just vicious when just your space is the AC space and everybody else's is like, hey man, if you don't like the way you living, you could go. Like, if this way of free living isn't your your past flag, you could take your talents on the road. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you can't be throwing kids on the street. It'd be rude. It'd be rude.
Mm-hmm.
Shut the lights, keep the AC.
Remote workers, me, fan on morning. Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. If you can use the fan to get the one of them high powered joints that probably will like blow your wig off or some shit like that. But they got them high powered joints that you put them joints on, man. They feel like if you leave the AC on for a minute, then turn it off and leave that fan on, it's all right. You know what I mean? It's all right.
Circulation lasts for a good 15, 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? A cold air exchange.
Hell yeah, man. 100%.
But what's going on? What's going on with you Zoom often, right?
Yes, I Zoom a lot, man.
Have you had any bad encounters as of late?
So it wasn't me, but it was.
Some stories always start like I was there, but
it wasn't me because I stand by my word, man. We had that live conversation where I was like, "You look stupid arguing on a Zoom call. That's just the way it is." But I was on a Zoom call, and you know what I'm saying, it was for a business proposition, and two people from there, apparently one of them sent something to the other person that wasn't vetted correctly, right? And I'm not a fan of calling people out in front of a group of people, but whenever you hear someone get called out for doing something wrong on a group of people, you know automatically they're going into defense mode. So we're on this business meeting, and he calls his friend out. He's like, "Yo, man, like you sent this stuff. It looks jacked up. Like, what are you doing?" So now they go into instant professional piss mode. So because now we're going around the Zoom now, and this dude is like, "So listen, like, I just want to express that I'm a little frustrated. You know what I mean? I'm a little frustrated that my contribution is being treated like it's jacked up when I think the recipient really didn't understand the vision. So now the person who called it out said, "So hold on, don't get me wrong. I saw the vision, and the vision was literal quote trash. You know what I mean? Like and you want me to send this to the person who's going to fund this." Yeah. And it's trash. It's literal trash. Like, I'm not sending that. We lose our credibility if we do that. Then they go, "You didn't look at the vision." Like, they started doing the hand mannerisms into the camera.
And the monitors.
Yeah. So I go off camera after they said, "Oh, no, listen, I'm going to tell you literally, I think it was trash." I went on camera because at that point, I'm laughing. Like, I'm not thinking that on this professional call, it's going to get.
That's just not in it. It's just never in the vocabulary, no matter what's happening work-wise. Unless you're throwing something in the trash, everything else is off limits. Everything else is off limits with the trash word. But Zoom thugging is weird because, like, you thought getting a phone clipped on you in the back of the day was bad. You don't want a laptop folding on you. Like, that's a whole other layer of disrespect. And you might lose a job or two. Definitely a write-up. I don't know what that's called. Is that instant automation remotely? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you are not no longer in attendance due to you disconnecting your, you know what I mean?
Hands down, man. Hands down. Like, it was literally like I couldn't help laughing. And now, for most of my Zoom meetings, my wife is right there. So I go up camera. I'm like, "Yo, you listening to this shit?" Like, these dudes is going at it, and I'm like, "Yo, this is not professional, man. Like, I don't know what this is, but that was funny. That shit was funny as hell."
I ain't mad at that. Yeah, I'm not professional. I'm not adult enough yet to experience that on Zoom and just kind of hold the straight corporate face. Like, I don't know if I should react. I don't know if I should laugh out loud. I don't know if I should just politely close my laptop. You know what I'm saying? But I am not built for that holding laughs. And like when kids trip, old people fall. Unfortunately, I giggle. Then I check on them immediately. You know what I'm saying? But that giggle slips out before the check, so it gets construed. It gets construed, man.
Yeah, I think the funniest sad thing that I shouldn't laugh at is when a kid falls with ice cream in their hand. I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. This little girl, she was running, and her mother was like, "Stop running, stop running." and she's just trips, boom, like, and I give her props. She tried to hold the ice cream up. She really did. Like she
She
was faithful.
she sacrificed all that.
Yeah, like all this got scraped up. But as soon as her elbow made contact with the concrete, you just saw the ice cream go blah. Yo, as soon as she saw that shit, it was like it was instant waterworks.
Instant.
Her mom just came, snatched up, like I told your ass stop running, and
Mm-hmm.
they just proceeded to walk up the block. So I'm there, mind you. I'm looking at all this happening. I just have to put my hand over my face because I'm like, this is the funniest shit in the world, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah. If there's a if you was the parent to the kid that fell and you see a bystander coming by, giggle. Would that bother you?
No,
I
they gotta learn.
I know why you laughing. I'm laughing too.
Yeah, they gotta learn, man. You know what I'm saying? They gotta learn.
Because like a lot of parents is like it's cool if I'm laughing at you, but I ain't gonna let nobody else be laughing at you for my situation. You know what I'm saying? And some parents will take it there. You know what I mean? Some people will take it there. They say, "No, not about me and mine." It's like, whoa, that was funny, man. We need to relax. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
man.
but it could get violent quick, man. Parents are very, very, protective. That's their job.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
I'm scared to ask. Iron Horse Chronicles. Now, you mentioned this to me earlier, and when I first heard the phrase, I was a little confused, a little worried, but I didn't know what kind of Iron Horse you possibly be like leaning towards. Talk to me, bro. Like, what happened?
So, for all of y'all watching us right now that are not New Yorkers, Iron Horse is our vernacular for taking the train, right? So now, every now and then I venture, off into the wilderness, and that is called our New York transit system. And I get on the train. I get on the train today, brother. And remember last time I told you there was a dude like battling, like rapping.
What's
Oh,
up?
I didn't even. Yeah, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
He
I told you
lost.
about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He lost but won, or won but lost. I don't know. But there was this dude, he was on the train, shirt open, and he was like, if you a fan of battle rap, he was in the door where you could see your reflection, and he was going in like he was battling somebody. Like it
Some
was
versus
intense,
Ghost.
y'all. You know what I mean? And then he kept turning to the white people sitting to the left, like, huh, stop playing with me. They ain't ready for me. They ain't ready for you. You know what I'm saying? Like it was intense. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm there like some of his bars was kind of tight, right? So now today I get on the train, right? So now I get one of those seats that is just you. So you just sit there, I'm chilling on my minding my business, writing my notes for the show on my iPad, right?
Let's see in the train.
Exactly. So now at some point, this lady gets on the train. And when she first gets on, Kenny, she's like standing sideways to let people on. This is like 14th Street on the 405 train, if y'all take it, right? So now, once she stands to the side, lets people on, she proceeds to give her back to the door. Kenny, she puts one arm up like this and proceeds to slide down the door into a squat position. Now, mind you, I'm sitting right here in the single seat, and I'm like,
Mm.
she's there for a minute, right? This isn't the end of it. This gets better, right? So she's there for a minute, then she comes right back up like this. I'm like, all right, so I'm next to a showgirl, like she's practicing, no problem, right?
Easy
Got
money.
it. Now, the way I'm sitting in the chair, there's a little bit of a space next to me in the seat, right?
Like a pocket.
Right. So now she turns now and she's facing me. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is when I get nervous because I don't know what move is coming next, right? She proceeds to put her left toe on the edge of my seat and twirl her leg like this.
Okay.
So, Kenny, I turn and I look at this lady. I'm like, she's got glasses on and she looks at me.
She locked in?
She liked it. She put hold on. She puts that leg down. She looks at me again and puts the other foot up on the chair and
No, man,
proceeds to do like this with the leg. I was like, yo, what are
that's
we doing this morning?
that's her.
It gets,
Oh, wait, it was the AM ride.
yeah, this is the
I was hoping that was the ride home.
This is the first thing in the morning. It was like, I'm on my iPad minding my business, right? On the iPad minding my business. So now she puts the other leg up. And she's twirling the other leg in front of me, right? Now, mind you, I don't see nothing, y'all. This is not explicit, but it's unnecessary, right? It's a morning ride. I'm minding my business. It's getting kind of crazy, right?
Nobody
So
does
now,
that.
Kenny, she puts the other leg down, and now she starts to go like this. Like, I kid you
The
not.
drugs,
I
the
kid y'all
drugs, hit,
not.
the drugs just hit.
I kid y'all not. She then proceeds to start doing like this. Now I'm looking at the other 5 people in the vicinity.
Mm-mm-mm.
New York City is so used to seeing weird shit. Everybody else was just either in their phone or talking to their people. Nobody was experiencing this. I'm looking around Kenny. I'm like, so nobody else sees this lady giving me an unwanted lap dance next to me.
Absolutely
Like
not.
this is unnecessary. Like this was so unnecessary, man. Like,
You're a whole victim right now, and everybody just a witness.
yo,
Ugh.
kid
Oh,
you not. So now the train pulls up to 42nd. She's facing me doing this. When it gets to 42nd, now she faced the door and she's doing this to get off the train. And I'm just there like, what just happened?
that's
So
nuts. That's nuts.
that that was my morning ride that I'm labeling Iron Horse Chronicles, the unwanted lap dance. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, there is a such thing as an unwanted lap dance, and I feel like I should have filed a report. Like it was unnecessary.
That was wild
Something.
harassment. Before 9 a.m., that
Yeah,
was wild harassment. But honestly,
yeah.
like sometimes I believe in signs like that when you're en route somewhere and just something out the ordinary happens to that extent. I would just I would just not go where I was going anymore. I probably would have got up for the next stop, made a phone call. Hey, work. Yeah, listen, man. Today's not it, man. You gotta cash on one of these PTOs immediately. What happened? I'm having a long day. Like, Ken, it's 7:08. Yeah, yeah. This isn't it. Today's
Yeah,
not in
yeah.
agreement, bro. Can't do it. Everything
It
has
was
to go
no
right.
joke. Yeah, it was
Yes.
no joke. It was no joke, man. So yeah, but y'all be safe on the train.
Most importantly, did you tip her?
Negative. You crazy?
No change, nothing.
Nah, bro. Mm-mm. Nope. Mm-mm.
Now you just being a
I,
disrespectful patron.
I don't I don't I don't tip for unwanted lap dances. No, because
You
then if I tip, it's like I wanted it. I ain't
could
want
have
it.
swiped the Metro card real quick or something, no? No,
Nah,
too much,
chill.
too much, too
No,
much. No tip.
no Nelly on that. No Nelly on
No.
that.
I'm trying to get to work safely, man. Oh man. Question for you.
Yes.
I know you got a trip coming up to the big Vegas, man. Usher's been outside. He's been doing some things, man. I gotta ask you before we get into the meat of the topic, man. You out there with your lady, man. Usher running up on your girl, mad close, singing all that soft shit. What's your who you looking at first? You looking at Usher sing this verse, or you looking at your wife's reaction to this verse getting sung?
This ain't even. I'm not even bragging. I'm not even bragging. Usher walk up to my woman. She gonna pull a Winnie Harlow. You know what I mean? She gonna jump right into my
Mm,
lap and be like, "Back
mm,
up." Because
mm.
and I'm telling y'all, it ain't even because I'm that dude. It's because Usher's not her cup of tea.
Uh,
So I know for a fact she ain't gonna vibe with that. You know what I'm saying? If she do, then I'm newly single. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking for Cardi.
damn, ripped straight up. He said hard lap. He said, "Yeah, I'm more." But as far as the celebrities and the real people, Kiki Palmer, have you seen the video? I presume.
Yes, I have, Billy. Yes, I
Do
have.
you, one guy to another. Do you felt she did too much, or she was just a woman enjoying her time out?
So I gotta say she was just a woman enjoying her time out, but I understand why he made the move after.
So I get it though. I
You know
understand.
what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like I understand why he made his move after. I think he could have handled it better behind
Yes.
closed doors, not on the internet. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? I understand his reaction, but I definitely think She was just a woman having a good time. Because there's worse. I think she could have done. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
There's worse.
It could have been a whole nother level of it, but I think she kept it very, as PG as she could in a see-through kind of ensemble. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was nothing too vulgar. You know what I mean? The arm wrapping around was a bit much. But it's part of the show now. Well, we're actors and R&B singers. I mean, actresses. I'm sorry, R&B singers. We're here for the show. But I definitely keep that behind closed doors, in my opinion. But if you are gonna dress on social media, be 100 with it. Don't blame it on the outfit she was wearing. Just say, "Yo, that's Usher Raymond, Mr. 8701." You know what I mean, Mr. You know what I mean? That wasn't no lady on the train. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like giving you a little bit too much attention. You know what I'm saying? This is Usher Raymond.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just say, hey, man, when you come home, we gotta talk. You know what I'm saying? Just kept it real clean like that. Nothing else. Just reply to the video. Hey, when you get home, we gotta talk. But him jumping out the window is not gonna work. But what you think about the dress though? Was it dope? Did it hit all the numbers?
So before I get into that, man, just shouting out the people that just jumped in. Jeff, Nikki, I see you. Taste K, Cheryl in the building, Lynn. Thank y'all so much for joining us today. Really appreciate it. The dress was fire. You know what I mean? I feel the dress was fire. I feel like if and men, y'all could get mad at me. I don't care. If we knew how to act when women wore stuff, they'd feel more comfortable coming out into the street wearing stuff more, more provocative stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But because we got savages, dudes that act like they never seen, those hooligans that be out there after 2 a.m. Because of those dudes, we you know what I'm saying? We can't enjoy what is you know what I'm saying, the female beauty. And I just feel like she wore the hell out that dress. She looked
wore the shit out of that dress.
Yeah.
Wore the shit out of that. I mean, long story short, that's Keke Palmer. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not really too much you can say about that, especially after having a kid. Like, it's not really too much you can say to this woman. You know what I'm saying? Her also, I do feel with her being the breadwinner in the house, like, and being in entertainment, you gotta let a thing or two slide, man. You gotta let a thing or two slide. But the dress might just be one of the things you let slide, because you know what I mean. She was bad pulling it off, so you gotta let that ride.
It's a slant with the financial piece, man. Because when you go to the other side of the gender with that one, all of a sudden you get canceled. So,
whoa! We can't do that. We can't do that. If Saturday night your lady comes out in a Keke Palmer outfit, do you stop her in the tracks, or are we still going to the car?
I think she's gonna stop herself, especially if I'm not going. I think she would stop herself. You know what I mean? But if she,
so you think she'll put it on, get to the door, and go, "Nah, this ain't it."
I think she would look in the mirror and be like, "Nah, I don't feel comfortable." You know what I'm saying? But if she felt comfortable, then yeah. Like, listen, we've had this conversation about our concerns about when ladies leave the house in certain clothes, but at the same time, they gotta live. You know what I mean? They gotta live, and if they feel like they can go out there wearing something like that and make it home without being, fully harassed and have a good time, then so be it. You know what I mean? I'm a total supporter of that. I hope you have a great time. I hope all your girls have a great time. Hell yeah.
Yeah, for sure. That's for sure. And I see SK in the comments. It says, and then they out there with the wrong sweatpants. I don't know what she's talking about, ladies and gentlemen. But I've never been harassed in any sweatpant material I've ever worn.
Me neither. I don't know what the hell that's about.
It sounds like a big rumor. big rumor. With the wrapping up the Usher. Did you see Sweetie's reaction? How'd you feel about the new generation not knowing the Usher lyrics?
So, it wasn't just about the lyrics. Sweetie kept it so chill. She's like, yeah, it's Usher. I'm enjoying the music. I'm me. I'm gorgeous. That's it. You know what I mean? Like, she kept it so chill. Like, you hope that if your female sees, you know what I'm saying, a celebrity that close, she would keep it that chill. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? So I like the way she held it down.
Yeah,
I like the way she held it
she kept it good. Really though, it's a bit much, but hey, man, gotta protect the house. Gotta protect the house. You gotta protect the house.
down. Winnie is the ult. That's elite level.
Mm-hmm.
That's elite level partnership. She
Mm-hmm.
jumped in her man's lap and said, "No." You know what I mean? Like, I don't want no problems. I'm with him. And you know, Kyle Kuzma probably the chillest dude in the book. You know what I'm saying?
He probably would have been cool with
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Kyle
Yeah.
Kuzma, he's probably the coolest customer out there. But she's like, nah, I ain't about to be caught up in these tabloids with you, Usher. I see what
Nope.
you're doing to get people to come check
Nope.
out your show. You're not gonna use
I seen
me.
them Kiki photos, and I seen that leather jacket.
Yeah,
I ain't falling for this again.
yeah, yeah, man. Yep. Hmm.
Usher, Usher. That's funny. I still think Chris Brown
Hmm.
will beat him in the verses, but whatever.
Oh man, that's a whole nother live. That's a whole nother live. So next up, man, before we get into the main topic, and it kind of leads into the main topic, there's a new commercial with Asia Wilson. If y'all don't know who she is, a very fantastic basketball player and fantastic human being all around. She plays for the she plays for the Las Vegas Aces, and she has a commercial where she is paying homage to Dawn Staley, her college coach at South Carolina, and she makes a comment during the commercial where she's saying that anytime she was kind of like not giving 100% or not, really making a hard cut to the basketball, Dawn Staley would scream to her, you're blending," and it is dope because the metaphor is that you're trying to be just like everybody else when
Mm-hmm.
you know that's not you. You're supposed to be great, and in order to be great, you have to learn how to stand out. You have to learn how to do things that other people won't do, fill gaps that are there. And I love that commercial for Asia Wilson for WNBA because they are doing everything in their power to get the support that they need so they can grow into a bigger and better brand. So just
Mm-hmm.
wanted to give a quick shout out to that before you take us into the main topic, brother.
That's what's up, man. Well, shouts to Asia, man. Shouts to Don Stanley too, because everything Dawn does and touches just seems to be like a great piece of work all of a sudden. Like, you know what I'm saying? So shouts to her, especially the jacket game. She's just dope. You know what I mean? But as far as the main topic with today, I'm curious to know, like visually from a distance, a crowd's a crowd, and everyone seems to be, one and the same. If you all look the part, right? But if you are actually different from the crowd, how do you differentiate yourself visually from a distance, if possible at all? You know what I mean? So today I'm curious to know. I want to know your opinion. Everybody else's. How do you? What's the word you said earlier? The
Breaking
best
stereotypes.
the best way to break a stereotype when you look like the stereotype. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is the
Yeah.
best way to doing that? You know what I mean? So I ask you, as a married man, if you're out in the streets with a few single gentlemen, doing guy stuff at the bar, ordering drinks, having fun. A group approaches, assuming this whole team is out to have fun. What do you do in that moment to go, whoa, 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 I'm here for my fun, not this fun? Like, how do you separate yourself from what's happening at the moment? I
So
hated that laugh. This is funny you say that. Oh, shit.
so yeah, so as a seasoned veteran, you know what I'm saying? I've got like how many years is it now? Like 11, 12 years in the game. You
Swimmer.
know what I'm saying?
Platinum swimmer.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I think the first thing you do is, you know what I'm saying, uniquely be yourself, right? I think one of the things that certain people
Hey.
can get caught up in is trying to fit the norm of everybody they're around.
Mhm.
And if you want to be a happily married man, you need to learn how to be around the group without participating in the group, right? And that's
Mhm.
tough because if you're out with a bunch of single people, and this, ladies, you could put yourself in this situation too. If you're out with a bunch of girls who are single, right, and
City girls
their
single, by the way.
mind, yeah, you know what I'm saying. If
Post 2 a.m.ers.
yeah, if their mindset is in that place that they're out to do wild shit, then that's tough. I don't think you even make it out the door with them. You know what I'm saying? Like that. there's no way to hang around that crowd. Like if you know your dudes are hawks, probably not. You probably don't want to be in that crowd. You know what I'm saying? But if they, you got a mix, right? Some of them are probably just, out to have a good time. You probably got one or two hawks in the crowd that they're looking to like find some females and have a conversation. You know how to maneuver, right? I think who has it the easiest with this are Latin men because they can go and dance bachata and salsa and merengue, and it's okay because it doesn't have the same kind of grinding as say Caribbean music.
I don't know, bro. I've
They
seen
they gotta
some sexy, two steppers, man.
yeah, no, yeah, it can get there, but there are forms of it where it doesn't have to get there. That's
Yeah,
the thing. You can't fake grind
yeah.
to Caribbean music with
There's no
another.
diet. There's no diet version of a grind. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, you can't fake grind to Caribbean music with no girl. So
Mhm.
that's the distinction between it. So that to me, that's the way you probably get around it. You make sure it's a situation where you can be in a safe space that allows you to enjoy as much as the single brothers. You know what I'm saying? And then it's all about your relationship, right? That we had the conversation not too long ago about that infamous video where this guy was just like dancing soca to this girl with this girl, and it was like, if my man ever did that, the relationship is over. But what if his culture is Caribbean culture? He's mastered his waist to fit his culture. You want him to shut down the motor? That's
Ooh,
ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
you put the culture. You put it on the culture. That's deep.
You know what I'm saying? Like
That's
that's
deep.
ridiculous. Like anybody from come on, like my Caribbean people, man. Like once you got good one, you can't just give that up.
You
That's
said, you said you can't just give that up. Are you gonna walk to the bathroom now?
I know, right? They just want you to stand over the side like this, like move your shoulders real quick. Like, nah, bro, come on now. Michelle Montano, come on. The hips are moving. The
I'm
hips
here
are
for a
moving.
good time, not a short time. I'm here for a good
You
time.
know what I'm saying? Beanie Man, come on. The hips are moving.
It's just some tracks you can't deny. You just can't deny.
Yeah,
It's a cheat code. It's definitely a cheat code.
definitely,
Um,
definitely.
that's a good one. Now, if you're approaching, this is like more of a single point of view where it's not really, it's tough for us to speak on, but if you're trying to pursue someone in the group that seems like the out type, but you're not the out type, but you see one of them might be, how do you pull that one diamond of the rough out of the you know what I mean, out of the haystack over there? Like she's surrounded by some wolves and you know they wolves. Like, so, you know what I mean? It's like I don't. I feel bad for single people out in the streets. I don't know how it's done. I couldn't say.
hmm
It's brutal. Background checks
Yeah.
and social media. Oh man, it's brutal out there in the streets. Gotta be.
Yeah, yeah,
Gotta be.
yeah. Hey, I think the saddest part is when you watch one of these single people getting finessed. Like, because
Mm.
like I remember my single days. You know what I'm saying? I remember sometimes I got finessed, sometimes I saw the finesse coming and I was able to Floyd Mayweather that joint, right? But when you watching one of your single friends get finessed, you like, damn. And then they come at you like, yeah, man, she feeling me, man. I'm like, I don't know, bro. She just walked away with 3 drinks for her friends and didn't give you
Mm.
nothing but a smile. I don't know if she's feeling, but I get it. I
Yeah,
get
I get it. So you bought the friends too? Yeah, yeah.
it.
It's like yeah. All right, yeah.
hmm
You know,
Yeah.
who? I think Ramel had the story. Might have been a Vegas trip when he seen a guy in VIP having a lot of fun. Got a few extra girls came to the section, and he's good. He's chilling. Has his little crowd there. He sees these two very large, expensive, those sparkling
Yeah.
42 joints. Now those bottles in the city joints will run you a little bit. In Vegas, it's
Yeah.
like times 12. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so he sees the sparklers, he runs out. Whoa, puts the hand on the chest. Whoa, buddy. What section you going to those with? Like, cause it's just my card on this section. Like, you know what I mean? He's like,
Yeah.
oh, the
Yeah.
girl over there ordering. Oh, then you security. He's like, point, getting them out of here, getting them dismissed quickly. Said that bottle, cancel, not mine. I don't even drink that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, and they thought he wasn't paying attention. You know what I'm saying? But thank God, because that dude would have been nuts.
Dude, I done seen that happen plenty of nights in my club days. Niggas get the bill at the end. You know, it's crazy when you gotta put that shit in the light. Just make sure, like, all those, like, damn, like, I know I ain't drink all that shit, man. Like, you know, you start looking at your mans, like, did you get 2 bottles of Henny? I don't even feel like I drank 2 bottles of Henny. Like,
that's when it hurts. When you like compose enough to be like, nah. That's when you know.
Yo, man, that shit be no joke. But you know, you got it. You trying to keep the facade up. You trying to keep the, you know what I mean, the reputation up. So you sign that with thug tears. You know what I mean? And then you just hand it off.
Definitely crying in the car on the way home.
Yeah, and then you just call your bank in the morning and claim fraud.
Say word. Say yo. This is. I don't know what this is, but I don't like it. Yeah, I need y'all to protect me right now.
Yeah, man, you straight up calling like, I don't even drink. What are you talking about? Hennessy, what is that?
What is this?
Man.
What is this?
Yeah, man, it's no joke. It's no joke.
Breaking stereotypes. Now, when you look the part, that's one way where you kind of gotta, very Asia Wilson in a way, where you gotta work harder, be better, be stronger, faster, whatever you gotta do. But when you don't look like a stereotype that you're trying to be a part of, how does one gel in reverse?
When you don't look like a stereotype?
But you're trying to be a part of that, so to speak, but you don't look the part.
So that's tough because it's almost like code switching. Like the only thing I can identify with that is like corporate. You know, like you're black, you have a Brooklyn accent, you probably got braids, dreads. You already don't look like everybody that's in that room, right? Mm-hmm. Now, code switching is literally when you try and fit your style, your vernacular, your appearance to a certain group of people, and you leave your complete uniqueness behind, right? It's just for anybody in case they didn't know. That definitely happened in the beginning, but then it was like you find yourself scared to be you. You know what I mean? And, the only thing I could think of where you might want to do that is maybe acting. You know what I mean? Because you definitely want to, you definitely want to have the acting prowess of a Denzel, but you still got to be you. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like you could have that, unique laugh and that unique walk that he has, but you got to make it yours. You can't mimic Denzel's. There's only one person that was able to mimic greatness to the T, and that was Kobe Bryant. God rest his soul. So I wouldn't even recommend that to anybody. I would say you take the pieces of that group that you think you can turn into something special, but then you make it yours, because a lot of times those groups think they're great until you come in and they notice that your unique skill and what you bring to the table is a gap that they've been trying to fill for a long time.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So that's the way I look at that.
Yeah, my best bet is, I guess, our example would be more so the corporate. Is going in like not that I don't try to be myself, it like kind of like seeps out at times, but I do my best to contain myself at work as far as, not that I speak crazy, but it's really a switch. I can turn it off and on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not that I'm very vulgar or anything, but you know how it goes. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just have a different dialect. You have a different, slur speech, whatever they may call it. But I just try to suppress all that at the door. Like, you know what I mean? Not that I'm a whole new person. They still know it's me, and it's like, oh yeah, watch that guy. He's a little quick. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't even want that person out at work. It's not. Mm-hmm. It wouldn't be fun here. Like, I'll be annoyed. Like, if I was really here, everything would piss me off. Like, so you got to turn that person off.
Yeah, I mean, it's give and take. It's give and take because it all depends on where you work. So if it's a toxic ass group, then probably you got to keep all of you at the door. You know what I mean? Like I'm talking about there's groups out there that they don't want to hear nothing that they're not comfortable with. They don't want to see nothing they're not comfortable with. You try and come into that group with your unique self, you're out at the same time.
Facts.
But you know, I think it's dangerous to try and change who you are to fit into a group. You know what I mean? Because unless it's really like a goal for you, like you're changing ideologies and stuff like that, that's different, right? But that's more of a belief.
That's a
Yeah,
belief.
that's more.
That's more spiritual than anything.
Yeah, that's more of a belief change than an actual actionable item. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I wouldn't put it like that. The one thing I will say is that um, if it's you're trying to stand out in a group of people so that you can be recognized and I guess celebrated for what you do and what you bring to the table. The first thing I would think about is like your passion, your enhanced knowledge. That means the foundation isn't strong, in my opinion. Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I agree, Nikki. Um, yeah, your enhanced knowledge to teach and learn. I'm gonna say be resourceful. Your
Absolutely.
humility, your humility is very important, and then your transparency. I think one of the biggest things that stop us from being great is, our lack of transparency and being real when we make a mistake, right? Like, I know saying the words "I don't know." It took me a while to be okay with saying that shit. Like, it took me a while.
I still find other ways to not say it. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? But let me check on that. I think that's my go to. If I don't know, like, let me check on that. That might that might be my go to. But I try my best not to. If I at work specifically, when I'm getting paid, at home, kid got a question. You know what? Maybe that's a good one. Let's go look it up. You know what I mean? Outside, but at work, where I'm getting looked at as a, you got the answers. Let me go check on that.
Mhm.
That's my thing.
Yeah, yeah, and it makes you wonder who created that kind of culture where you can't say you don't know, right? It hasn't. It's not us. It's not us in power.
No, no, no.
You know what I mean? It's not us in power. So it really makes you wonder where it came from because I know what you talking about. Like, let me follow up on that. I'll get back to you. Yeah, I know all the slick lines when you say I
The
don't know.
redirect. You know
Yeah,
the redirect. It's nothing but a
right,
redirect.
right. The problem with that is when you teach people those lines, they now say it all the time, and it really that you lose credibility, right? Because instead of saying I don't know, or you should probably check with this person, they say I'll get back to you. Now you're taking on the responsibility to follow up on what somebody just asked
Absolutely.
you. You know what I'm
And that
saying?
is a bad habit of mine. Because I'll go through. If I'm committed, now I'm committed. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like now I get up,
Yeah,
now I gotta find an answer. But I'm
yeah,
a weird deep, investigator. If I did a question and I don't know the answer to it, I'm as interested as you
right,
are now. All of a sudden, because we're in the same,
right,
the same situation. But
yeah.
I don't know. In professional time, I really do my best to not leave you out there. So now what do I do? Especially if it's a paid client. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I paid you for these questions specifically. You don't
Uh-huh.
know. Did I? Do you give refund? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't even want to know what the next question is. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna, at an absolute minimum, be like, let me triple check that with such and such to confirm we can such and such. Like, you know what I mean? Absolutely. Can't
Yeah,
let
and
this.
I agree with Cheryl. Google is your friend, but Google has made these fake knowledgeable people. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. It's a tool and you should use it. You know what I mean? You should use it. But you should still be okay with saying I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You should still be okay with saying, like, what's the worst that got if somebody loses like faith and credibility in you because they asked you a question and you said I don't know? Really? Like, we both walk into a conversation knowing that this is going to be an even exchange of knowledge and of words. And if at some point in this conversation I drop the words I don't know and you've officially lost, you know what I mean? Any type of
It's over
faith
now.
in me, you know what I mean? it's going to be hard. And exactly, Nikki, it shows humility because
Yeah.
I'm being honest with you. Because now you know you don't never have to worry about me giving you the professional dodging, right?
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
get back to you. Let me check on that. I'm gonna follow up on that. Let's table this. Like, there's a whole bunch of these deflecting items when people just don't want to address the real issue, which is either we don't know, we're not ready, or this shit ain't gonna work.
Hmm.
So, but it's always great to talk about it because every time I hear the line, I start to really zone in and be like, all right, let me see how many times in a meeting they hit somebody with the, let me get back to you on that.
Mm. Yeah, you can't have a good track record like that, though. That's terrible. That you
It's
can't do.
yeah,
You pulling it out once
yeah.
in the blue, that's one thing. But if you don't know nothing, it's like dang. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Imagine if that person replaced the "let me get back to you" with the "I don't know" at the board meeting. 20 people at the table. It's the fourth question.
Yeah,
You say, "Oh, I don't know about that one."
yeah.
Just sit back.
And because fear of being perceived as incompetent. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely,
sure, for sure. Um,
absolutely.
yeah, I hate not knowing at the job. Anywhere else outside of like those four walls in a printer? Hey, straight up, this is what it is. Da, da, da. As soon as there's like checks involved and deadlines and shit like that, a lot of that gets pushed to the
Hmm.
let me go check on that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but even with those, like, gotta keep it to a minimum. You can't use those. That's the little joker card. You can't use that too often.
Yeah, and one tip, um, one of my coaches gave me was, you know, think about how many times you use the word, I'll get back to you, right? Try and even write the shit down, like each time, like, and then trace that back to how much of that was really your responsibility
Mm-hmm.
versus how much of that is somebody else's responsibility, but you happen to be the face talking at that time, and
Mm-hmm.
they ask you the question, right?
Mm-hmm.
If in those moments you can identify that, let's say a high percentage was not really on you or your responsibility, now you have to kind of look at, all right, maybe I just need to know who owns this area more. So
Mm-hmm.
in those situations, I could be like, yeah, you need to check with Henry. Henry got all the answers on that. That's more his area. I'll give you his email. Da 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 da. Because a lot of the time, man, that shit weighs on us mentally. You know what I mean? And a lot of that shit, I don't want to get too deep, but a lot of that shit comes from past experiences. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like that's why sometimes when I tell my son, why don't you know the answer? I gotta kind of talk him through why I'm asking him that. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? It's not the fact that I'm mad that you don't know the answer. I'm mad that you ain't even try to sit down and give me a reason. Yeah. You know what I mean? I've told him already it's okay to tell me I don't know. I don't want you to come in this room and look at me and be like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And be scared to say it. Like you
Mm-hmm.
can say that. It's just because you'll never be able to learn. You'll never be
That's
able to learn if you're if it's and
if you
especially
know
at work.
everything, yeah, you'll never learn.
Yeah, especially at work.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's cool that when you ask your superior or your boss a question and they hit you with the, "Oh, I don't know," I'll be like, "Fuck." Like, you know what I mean? Because I even try to keep my questions to a minimum. You know what I'm saying? So if I
Yeah.
got a question, I looked into every single resource available to me before I had to gather up the like, yo, da
Yeah.
da 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 da, and they go, huh,
Yeah.
uh, they hit you with the, let me get back to you now. You go, oh. It's like this was a good question. Like, it's
Yeah.
like, fuck.
Yeah.
You ever ask a question to a superior and like 2 days later somebody else asks you the question you asked them for you to figure it out?
Completely.
Fam, it's like, wait a minute, who asked you? It's like,
Yeah.
now I gotta play this weird telephone game between you and the water cooler. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how does this get back to me to figure it out to tell you? For it to come back to me as the answer, that's terrible.
Yeah.
But you gotta love it. You gotta love it.
Yeah. I think that is the most time consuming, and it's honestly a waste of money. Like, and I love the way my old senior director used to put this. Think about, forget the question, forget the importance of the answer. think about the salaries that you have involved in the question that you're asking, right? Think about if you add up all that money and think about the value of the question, does it get you to 30% of the value on there? You know what I mean? Like it gets you nowhere near it. When we all know who the one person is responsible for this, why isn't the question going to them? You know what I mean? And it happens so much. It even happens in regular life, right? You know who you gotta ask about doing something, about finding something out, but people go around because of all kinds of person. Nah, man, ask the direct person who's involved. I swear, if people did things more direct,
That
life
would
would
be
go a lot smoother.
easy if everybody kept
Oh,
checking 1,000. It might be.
yeah,
Don't get me wrong. Truth hurts, but you're informed. You're now
yeah,
informed. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And worst case scenario, you know all the facts. You
yeah.
can't get mad at that. You can't get upset
That's
with that.
right.
You got to make a good
That's right.
choice now. But when you it just sucks when you have all the facts and you still make the bad choice. It's like, it's like it was right here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hell yeah, absolutely. Absolutely,
Um,
man.
oh, I got a this is a question I was talking to with Jed with. Deal or no deal? Quick sidebar, right? Would you accept a lifetime deal of $10 million, but you can only go outside when it's raining?
Yes.
Yeah, you'll say yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He said, yeah,
Because
I'll get home a lot.
yeah, no, yeah, because I'll dig tunnels. I'll dig tunnels to everywhere I gotta get to. I'll dig tunnels.
So essentially, you're just extending your home.
That's it. Deal. I'm I'm digging the tunnel to your house first. Then
So
then I'll make my way to everybody else's house. I'll dig tunnels.
it's like
I'll be the Chapo.
it's
I'll
like,
be the
it's like
Chapo of getting the niggas cribs,
El Chapo is entertainment. He's like, yeah,
man. Seriously.
yeah, how'd he get here? He's like, Underground Railroad, baby.
Seriously,
Oh,
man.
man.
Hell
10
yeah.
minutes. You can only go outside in the rain, but I'm a millionaire now. Okay.
That's it.
Like, no more,
That's
no,
it.
it might be tough to catch a flight. No more beach days. You know what I'm saying? No more of that fun
So
weather shit.
so the rain days will be the days that I travel to another country because I'm gonna dig enough tunnels to move in Brooklyn. So on my rain, like the summer, y'all gotta come see me. You know what I mean? We know in the summer, y'all gotta come see me.
He
Unless
said,
it's a
yeah, no
rainy
wild
summer
card.
day,
Yeah,
we
no
gotta
wild.
book the ticket. Like
He
if
said,
I
yeah,
wake up
no.
at 6 a.m., I see the rain coming out, we gotta book the ticket, babe.
He
We
said,
gotta
get
get
it
out
right
of here
now.
before it stops raining.
Yo, clouds is moving quick. We gotta go, baby. Oh shit, that's a fact.
You know what
That's
I'm
a fact.
saying? Like they catch us out here and it start raining. We done, man. We gotta get to the airport.
Oh, man, that's funny.
Mhm.
That's funny. I think I would, as much as it feels like you'd be giving up, not being able to, I guess, feel sun.
Mhm.
Um, I'm a homebody anyway. I'll just make sure. It's like I'll make sure, like, it was two ways to talk about this. Either I'd move to Seattle, or where it just rains like 4 or 5 times a week anyway. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Or just have a big enough home wherever I'm at where outside is inside. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not
Mhm.
there no more. You know what I mean? But I would take the cash and just be a wet dude. Pause. Whenever you see me. Like, whenever you see me. Yeah, I tell you what though. Hey, my trench coat and umbrella game is probably
What? Flawless.
stupid.
Flawless.
You see, yo, he got a trench coat that's dragging, so he don't come out much.
Yo,
Gotta let him live. Gotta let him live.
I'm a, I'm gonna have a trench coat that the umbrella comes out the back. You know what I'm saying? Some crazy
Out,
shit.
out there. That's a fact. That's what's
Oh
up.
yeah, yeah, that's for sure, man. Um, all right, that was funny. All right, so I got one last scenario before we close this out, man. Good friend of mine, man. We on a Zoom the other day, and you know, she's asking us about hotels where she lives, and she's married, so everybody else is like asking her why. You know what I'm saying? Like what hotel she's trying to stay or what day, and I'm like, wait a minute, why do you need a hotel? You
Why
know
you
what
going?
I'm saying? Like, yeah, like when do you start being a whore? You know what I mean? Like why why do you need a hotel?
Hotels put you in the whole category. You said
You
you
know
might
what I
as
mean?
well do
Just
a
jokes.
witness. Oh, shit.
Just jokes, people. Just jokes. But you know, I'm asking questions because I'm concerned. Like, because I know her husband, right? So
Mm-hmm.
she said that what she does is during a certain week with her mom, they rent a hotel because it's in logistically it's near the beach and you know they can do certain things and they
Oh,
don't really have to travel that much.
vacation.
So brother, I got to thinking, right? Not, but this is clear in the same place where they live, right? So then I got to thinking, what if I asked my wife, "Hey, babe, I'm gonna be going for a couple of days. I'm gonna stay in a hotel with my mom."
Mm.
And then I thought about the look she would make.
Like,
And then I thought about so we staying in the like I just thought
so
everything
gotta,
that she,
like, in order for that line to get off, a flight would have to be in between this question and the check-in. If there's no flight in between that and the check-in, nine out of 10 times, chancleta is coming at 88, 90 miles an hour fast. You know what I'm saying? I hope the reflexes are sharp. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know how you getting that off, like with a straight, like, yeah, be back Tuesday shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a hard sell, man. Hard
yeah.
sell.
So
You
so
do
my
better. You do better if
plan
it's a work situation.
so my plan is now like the next time we're around this couple, I'm gonna have her explain the setup to Shay. You know what I'm saying? So Shay can understand that next time family comes in town, hey babe, I'm gonna go stay in the hotel.
But the family,
So yeah, so I could be in close proximity to them, you know, because parking around this hotel really don't work. So
mm,
that's the plan.
okay. I see the
You know
vision.
what I mean?
I see the vision. I see the chancleta going right through the cloudy vision I got. But I see the vision. I see the vision for sure. For sure. Oh shit.
So now
Yeah.
here's the kicker. Do you tell them when you're about to do it, or do you tell them like after you book the hotel room? Because at that point they can't throw a shoe at you. They gotta find where you at.
Wait. So you're saying whether the information was divulged prior to booking or post booking?
Post booking, yes.
I don't think that even matters, honestly. Like whether it was booked, not booked, it's the concept that's the issue. Like, you know what I'm
Trevor
saying?
says, "Shay, I'm driving."
See, that's an accomplice of advocacy. One like, yeah, he said we got to figure this out, girl. Like we got to figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to figure this the fuck out. You told me it was already booked. Yeah, we got to figure this the fuck out. Well, yeah. And I don't even want to know who or what is in the back seat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't even want to know what's in the trunk. Like, nope.
All right, so flip side. Your wife asked you about the same situation.
Mm. You want to chill? You want to chill with your you know what? I'm like, you taking the kids? Maybe y'all all can get some time. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe y'all all should be bonding as a unit. You know what I'm saying? Man, go ahead, baby. Have fun. Have fun, baby. So, you know what I'm saying? That's it. I mean,
Just just
chilling
don't
with
use the joint account.
yeah. Oh no, you gotta lock the card up. You gotta lock the card up. Yeah, no, take my card. Yeah, take my card. 6 hours later, it ain't working. What? What? Let me call this bank. Let me call this bank. This is nuts.
You
This is
said you
crazy.
taking the kids.
Yeah, take the kids.
That's
I mean, they
hilarious.
all should be with grandma, grandpa. No, is that
Uh,
wrong?
nah, I think you're absolutely right, brother. I think that is spot on.
Knowing me and my wife will have to play rock, paper, scissors for which kid stays, which one goes. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this one's for Kennedy. Like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like damn, paper. It's like, she got paper to my rock. It's like, damn it. You know what I mean? But other than that, though, I don't know, man. What else you got on a Wednesday night, my man?
Oh man, unfortunately, I think that's it. This was mad fun, man.
Every Wednesday is. Every Wednesday is. Oh,
This was really fun. I thought I had another joint in my mind.
my mother used to do it. Take the kids with you, Norman. Seeing Norman is mad funny. I don't see that name a lot.
That's true. That is true. That brings back memories, man. Oh shit! All right, man. Anything else you got, man? I'm stuck on you bringing the kids.
Yo, hey, it's a valid question. Like, but you know, and then not to be funny, but it's a double-edged question because I'm hoping for the yeah, of course. You know what I'm saying? But if I get the no, I'm gonna be like, kids, you heard what mom's doing?
The guilt.
Yeah, guilt getting heavy. All three of them. Not us. Is there a pool there? You're not gonna. Oh, I'm like, yeah, pool. There's ice cream. There's all kinds of stuff. Crazy. Mom don't even like ice cream. I don't know what she's gonna do with that ice cream stand outside. You know what I'm saying? Under the bus for sure. Just for me to take a nap. I ain't gonna have fun. My man, as always, broski, always a pleasure.
Yes, man. Likewise, thanks, man. Thank y'all. Yeah, thank y'all all for tuning in, man. Always appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all go subscribe to the YouTube channel. We'll be live streaming from there every Wednesday as well. So in case you gotta leave Instagram, if you check in on YouTube, you ain't never gotta leave us, right? It'll hide somewhere on your screen, on your phone, or you can watch it on TV. We definitely gonna be live streaming every Wednesday too. We dropping new episodes on the 15th. Make sure y'all go check it out. Y'all can catch up now on the episodes we dropped on the 1st. A lot of good stuff, man. Appreciate you all. Have a great night.
As always, man. Love you, bro.
Love you, bro.
Peace.